1 week remains, ladies and gentlemen. The official release for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is next Friday. So today we're going to be discussing my team for my first playthrough of the game. I'm very excited as well because I'm going to be streaming the game as much as I possibly can next weekend. So if you haven't already, make sure to come follow me on Twitch. The plan is to be live for as long as possible on Friday and most of Saturday. Now, I'm well aware that the entire game has leaked online already, but I kindly ask that you please don't spoil anything in the comments. With all that out of the way, let's get right into it. So like I said, I'll be streaming BDSP on stream next Friday and throughout the weekend as much as possible. The plan is to play the game together with you guys. Now, my first job is to get to the mystery gift location and get the platinum outfits because they're just so much better than the original ones. But with that out of the way, let's get on to my first chosen party member. Now, of the 3 starters, I will be picking, drumroll please, Chimchar. It's Chimchar. I don't know why you would guess anybody else. It would be Chimchar, of course. I've never not liked fire types since for as long as I can remember. I've only ever picked fire types, a couple water types here and there, but primarily fire types in my first mainline playthroughs. And even then, the number of times I've picked fire outweighs the number of times I've picked water by a good 6 to 2, I think. And let's be real with ourselves, Sinnoh has no other fire types. We've got Rapidash, and I don't really want a horse on my team, if I'm being totally honest with you. I don't particularly like Rapidash. So if it was up to me, I'm just going to pretend Rapidash doesn't exist for this playthrough. Moving on to my next Pokemon, I'm going to be adding a Starly. The Staraptor line is one of my favorite evolution lines throughout all of Gen 4, and Starly from the first minute you catch one is a normal flying type, which is great early game, especially if you don't quite want to catch a Bidoof on Route 201, because I don't. Especially when you can find Bibarel right outside of Heart Home City, you could just hold off until then to catch one and use one if you absolutely need one. Like I do, because my third party member is Bibarel, funnily enough. I don't plan on catching a Bidoof straight away, as I'd rather prioritize the rest of my team. But later on, a Bidoof is a solid starting option for a water type, unless you get your hands on the Old Rod as soon as possible and make that task number 1. This won't be permanent, however, and eventually I will swap to a better water type, just that's still to be decided. Number 4, another early game catch that evolves into one of my favorite Sinnoh Pokemon ever, is Shinx. The Luxray line is a huge favorite of mine, although that's not why I made the immediate choice to add a Luxray to my team. Stats aren't it either. In my original run of Diamond 15 years ago, Shinx was one of the first Pokemon I caught, and to this day is one of my favorites from my original team. That's it. That's the only reason I'm adding a Shinx to my team. The literal only reason I'm adding a Shinx to my team is to carry on the legacy of my original Shinx through the remastered versions of Diamond and Pearl. But to get that one out of the way, I'm going through these very quick, I'm well aware. But I kind of just want to get this video quickly done and out to you guys because I'm just very excited to have other things to deal with. Now, number 5 might be a bit of a weird one. I'm genuinely unsure how many people chose to adventure with one of these guys in the original, but my 5th choice is Drifloon because, I mean, how can you not like Drifloon? Look at him! But besides the point, I've always liked the Drifblim line since my first encounter I had with it back in the original Diamond and Pearl release, right outside of the Valley Windworks. On top of my first encounter with the Balloon Pokemon, Drifblim was one of my main party members throughout Sword and Shield, and was on my champion roster even by the end of the game. I can't just sideline Drifblim like that. He was a help to me in the last game. He's going to be a help to me this time. I can't just leave him behind like that. Also, Drifblim will be a huge help against Fantina, who is not a favorite of mine. I just have to make sure I have enough potions, because Ghost types against Ghost types are pretty much a glass cannon. Essentially death fodder if you're not careful. And with that comes my final choice, the final party member that will help lead me to victory. My 6th and final member is Abomasnow. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Abomasnow's a weird choice. He's not very strong.
You're right, Abomasnow is a weird choice because statistically, again, you're correct, the Abomasnow line is not the strongest, but that will not stop me. I have a strange love for the Abomasnow line that stretches back to the original titles that was solidified and cemented throughout Sword and Shield. Because throughout Sword and Shield, Abomasnow very quickly became the ace of my team for no real rhyme or reason, and helped me to victory in every single battle from that point onwards, including the champion battle. Additionally, for a reason that I'm not even totally sure of, Abomasnow is my absolute favorite Pokemon of all time, number 1 spot, above everything else, and I don't know why. No rhyme or reason to it, it just kind of is. So of course, in the generation where Abomasnow originated, I'm not going to sideline my favorite just because he's not very good. you know, he's my favorite. Of course I'm going to take him onto the team. I'm going to take him on. I'm going to train him under my wing. It'll be great. But that just about does it for my list. The list obviously is subject to change should the need arise, but it shouldn't, so it probably won't. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have another video coming out tonight, but you'll understand more about that video and what it's supposed to be when you watch it, so I won't drag this on any longer than I need to. I appreciate you sticking around until the end, though. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. And remember, I'll be playing Brilliant Diamond on stream live next weekend. So if you haven't already, come follow me on Twitch. We can hang out, chat, and just have an all-around great nostalgic time together on stream. But thank you guys again so much for watching. Let's have an absolutely brilliant time with these games. I apologize so much for that pun.